right. All right, so let's get started. We'll get started in a comfortable seat today on our mat. Eyes closed or soft gaze. Pressing your sit bone down into the mat beneath you. And reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling to create space in your spine here. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose, fill up. And an open mouth, open jaw, exhale. Another deep breath in through your nose, fill up your belly, your chest, all the way up through your throat. And then open mouth, exhale. And then seal your lips and begin to cultivate your Ujjayi pranayama. A slight constriction at the back of your throat as you breathe in through the nose. In through the nose, breathe out. Breath in through the nose, fill up. Through the nose. And as you come to this moment here, forgetting about everything that's happened in your day or that might be coming up, just being here, set an intention for your practice. I offer up the idea of letting go of limiting beliefs. So not limiting yourself and thinking that you can't do something, because as soon as you think you can't do something, you won't be able to do it. Our mind is very powerful. So maybe pushing yourself to do something, try something out that you think you might not be able to try. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Out through the mouth. Seal your lips. And keep breathing in and out through your nose. And gently blink your eyes open. And come up into a tabletop position. So wrists under shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Spread your fingertips out wide to get a nice solid base here. Then reach your left arm forward like you're giving someone a handshake. Reach your right leg back. Hug your belly up and in towards your spine. And keep your hips level towards your mat. Take a nice deep breath in, reach long. And then exhale, elbow to knee, crunch in. Inhale, extend your limbs. Exhale, elbow to knee as you breathe out. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Bend your back knee and grab your foot with your hand just to get a little stretch on your quad here. Breath in. Exhale, gently release and come back to tabletop. Switch out to the other side. Reach your right arm forward in that handshake position, and then reach your left leg back behind you. Flex your toes. Keep your core engaged here and just find your balance. Take a nice breath in. Reach long. And exhale, elbow to knee. Crunch in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round your spine, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, extend, pause. Bend that back knee and then reach for your foot with your hand just to get a little stretch here on your quad. Breath in. Exhale, release back into tabletop. Drop your belly, lift your gaze, cow pose. Exhale, press into the palms of your hands around your spine. Hat. One more time, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat, gaze towards your belly button. Come back into a neutral spine. And then press up into a plank position here. So stack your shoulders over your wrists, reach through your heels, engage your core, just to begin to build some heat here. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Then begin to pedal out your feet here. So find some organic movements that feel good. And then when you're ready, come back to stillness. Spread your fingertips out wide. Press through all 5 of your knuckles here. That often means pressing more into your thumb and your pointer finger knuckles. Bend your knees a little more than you think you need to, and then lift your hips a little bit higher and press your chest closer to your knees. And then from that position, maybe you straighten your legs out just a little bit. Take a nice breath in. Breath out, shake your head, yes and no. Release any tension from your neck here. Inhale, lift up onto your tippy toes, stretch your arches out. Exhale, come down and hover your knees here. Inhale, shift forward into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time like that. Inhale, up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, hover your knees, keep your core engaged here. Inhale, shift forward into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward towards your hands. Take tiny steps all the way up to the top of your mat. Keep your feet about hip width distance apart. Generous bend in your knee here, maybe more than you think you need to. Grab for opposite elbow. And then just sway from side to side. Shift your weight forward into the balls of your feet to let go of any tension in your low back. Shake your head yes and no. Relax your jaw here. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. Release your palms onto your mat. And then toe heel your feet together so your toes touch. And then slowly rise all the way up to standing. Pull your shoulders up, back, and down. And then reach your arms up overhead. Bring your palms together to touch. And then draw them in towards your heart. Taking a moment here to reflect again on your intention. Take a nice deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Release your palms by your sides. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Grab for your left wrist, and then step your left foot behind your right, and then reach on over towards the right to stretch out your left side. Square your hips towards the front. And pull your right hip back a little, your left hip forward. Inhale, come through center. Then switch out your grip, grab for your right wrist, and then step your right foot behind your left. Reach over towards the left to stretch your right side. Again, keep your hips squared as much as possible. Breathe into your intercostal muscles here. Inhale, come back through center, feet together. And then baby back bend, cactus your arms, lift your chest high, gaze up. Shift your hips a little forward. Inhale, get tall, reach up. And then fold at the hips. Forward fold, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to thighs. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Reach the crown of your head forward as you reach your hips back. Really get that long spine here. Breath in. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. And then slow and with control, lower all the way down onto your mat. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your chest up off the mat. Press into all 10 toes so your kneecaps lift off of your mat. Little to no weight in your hands here, just using your low back to lift. Exhale, release onto your mat. We'll flow that 2 times. Inhale, rise, gaze down. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, your highest one yet. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes under, press up. Tabletop or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees and travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up, reach up, reverse swan dive. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Grab your left wrist, step your left foot behind, and then stretch over towards the right. Inhale through center. Switch out your grip, step your right foot behind this time, reach over towards the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, baby back bend. Shine your heart up. Inhale, get tall, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank pause. This time option for chaturanga, kind of mid plank. Lower, halfway down, no lower than that. Then untuck your toes, reach your heart forward, spread your collarbones out wide. And then roll over your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees and travel to the top of your mat, building heat here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up, reach up, reverse swan dive. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side stretch to the right, left foot behind your right. Inhale through center. Exhale, reach over towards the left, right foot behind your left here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, cactus your arms, shift your hips forward. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, chaturanga. Or you can move through those baby cobras. Skip it all together and we meet back in downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Change here. Sit your hips low. Reach your arms up. Chair pose. Pause to find your alignment here. So shift your weight into your heels. Maybe even lift all 10 toes up off of the mat and then lower them back down. Keep your core engaged here. Biceps up by your ears. Spiral your pinkies together to fire up your arms just a little bit. Breath in. Exhale, sink just a little bit deeper in your chair here. Keep your heart proud. Breath in. Exhale, airplane your arms. Step your left foot behind your right for a curtsy lunge. So keep your chest high, your hips towards the front. You just have some bend in your knee here. Then shift your weight into your right foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain. If you fall out, it's okay. Reach your arms overhead. Parallel your thigh, your left thigh, to your mat. Make sure you can see all of your left toes here. And try to keep your hips squared so you don't lift your left hip up too much. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Find stability in that right leg. Press through all four corners of your foot here. And then slowly shift forward, come into airplane pose, Bakasana. Kick your left foot behind you like you're stamping your left foot on the wall. And find your gaze on the floor on a non-moving point. Keep a nice up dog in your chest here to help you with your stability. Instead of crunching in, it can be harder. Let your chest be a little lifted here. Inhale, swim your arms. And gently tap your left foot down. Reach your arms behind you. Crescent plane or crescent lunge with airplane arms. Feeling that nice long line of energy from your left heel all the way through the crown of your head. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge, reach your arms overhead, stack your shoulders over your hips. Your knee is over your ankle here on your right foot. Bend into your left knee to sink a little deeper. Keep the depth, but then slowly straighten-ish out your left leg. And feel that nice stretch along your left quad, your hip flexor. Breath in. Exhale, open up into warrior two. Maybe bend and straighten your knee. Get some motion here. Then when you're ready, settle into the depth of your lunge. And then face to the side for a minute. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Reach your arms out in front of you, and then just turn your gaze over your front middle finger here. So instead of like reaching forward or back, try to just be stacked over your hips. Deep breath in, breath out. Inhale, 5-pointed star, toes out, heels in, reach your arms overhead, get nice and big, keep your core engaged here. And then exhale, warrior two to the back of your mat. So this time your left knee is bent. Getting a little bit different perspective on this side. Again, maybe you want to bend and straighten your knee before you settle in. Most of us tend to reach forward a little bit, so maybe shift just a little bit back to keep your shoulders over your hips here. Inhale, reach your left arm up, straighten out your leg, reverse triangle. Let your arm reach all the way up towards the sky. So you're not like bending backwards here. It's sort of like you have a triangle where this is the top of your triangle here. Breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your left foot for low lunge. Launch off into your left foot, reach your right foot behind you, standing splits. Bring your right foot to meet your left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Sit your hips low, reach your arms up, chair pose. We've been here before. Flow all the way around the left side to the other side of our mat. So we're gonna repeat the same leg. If you mess up and have the wrong leg, totally fine. You can always come to back to that leg, or just keep flowing on the side that you're on. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, step your left foot behind you right into that curtsy lunge. Sit your hips low. Keep your airplane your arms. Keep your chest proud. Shift your weight into your right foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left leg lifts. Exhale, airplane. Take your left foot behind you. Moving a little faster here. Inhale, shift your arms forward, warrior 3. Then slow with control, tap your left foot down, airplane your arms, airplane crescent. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach your arms overhead, stack your shoulders over your hips. Exhale, open up, warrior 2, right knee bent here. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, warrior 2 to the front of your mat, bending into your left knee here. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten that front leg. Reach up. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot back and flow through your vinyasa. Meeting back in downward facing dog. However you want to get there. Take a nice deep breath in. Open mouth, open jaw, exhale, release some heat. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Sit low, reach up, chair pose. Pause here. This time we're gonna move into the right or the other side. Nice breath in, keep your core engaged. Exhale, airplane your arms, step your right foot behind your left for that curtsy lunge. Keep your hips squared towards the front of the room or your mat here. Keep your chest nice and proud. Shift your weight into your left foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right leg lifts. Parallel your right thigh to your mat here. Make sure you can see all 5 of your toes on your right foot. Find stability in this left leg, pressing into all 4 corners of your foot. Get nice and tall. Then slow and with control. Make yourself into that capital T, full airplane. Take your right foot behind you. Again, keep your chest slightly lifted. If you need to, that's gonna help you with your balance. Non-moving point on the ground that you're looking at. Inhale, swim your arms forward, we're almost there. Exhale, gently bend your left knee, step your right foot behind you, reach your arms behind you, airplane crescent. Keep your belly button in. Get that nice long line of energy. Stack your heel over the ball of your foot here so you really feel like you might shift forward, like you're on a starting line. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, crescent lunge. Stack your left knee over your left ankle. Bend into your right leg to find a little more depth. Then without losing the depth, straighten out that right leg. Maybe even tuck your pelvis under, so reaching your hip tips a little bit up and back to get a little more space here in that right quad. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Again, straighten and bend your knee here. It's been bent for a little bit, so find some space here before settling into your warrior 2. Again, keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. Then reach your arms out and then gaze over your front middle finger. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, maybe you sink a little deeper, parallel your thigh a little more. Inhale, reach up. Take up space, 5-pointed star. Exhale, warrior 2 to the back of your mat. Again, option to bend and straighten your knee here. Although we've been here before. Inhale, reverse triangle. Reach your right arm straight up. Straighten out your front leg. Shift your hips slightly forward. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your right foot. Low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. Lift your left leg high. Bring your left foot to meet your right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. We'll flow that same side all the way to the other side of our mat. Breath in. Exhale, step your right foot behind your left, curtsy lunge. Arms behind you. Shift your weight into your left foot. Inhale, rise one-legged mountain, right leg lifts. Exhale, slowly shift forward into that airplane pose, arms behind you. Inhale, reach your arms forward, warrior three. Exhale, slowly lower your right foot behind you, reach your arms back, airplane crescent. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach your arms up. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, warrior two to the front of your mat. Inhale, straighten your front leg, reach up and back. Exhale, plant your hands, and step back and flow through your vinyasa. Or perhaps you take some time in child's pose, taking whatever you need. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, open jaw, exhale, release some heat. Another breath in, just like that. Breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Pause here for just a second. We're gonna flow through both sides. Breath to movement. Have grace with yourself. If you fall out, challenge yourself. Know that you can do it. And then if you fall out, no big deal. Get right back into it. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, step your left foot behind your right, curtsy lunge. Shift your weight to your right leg. Inhale, lift your left leg, one-legged mountain. Exhale, full airplane. Keep your chest proud. Inhale, swim your arms forward, warrior three. Exhale, slow with control, step back. Airplane crescent. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach up. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, star pose. Sit nice and big. Exhale, warrior two to the back of your mat. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, put your hands down to your left foot. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Repeating that same side. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, shift your left foot behind your right, curtsy lunge. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left leg lifts. Exhale, full airplane. Finding that capital T. Inhale, warrior three, arms forward. Exhale, slowly lower down, airplane crescent. Inhale, crescent lunge. Can you move slow? Exhale, warrior two, like you're in a dance here. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, warrior two to the front of your mat. Inhale, reverse triangle, reach up, straighten your leg. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your foot and flow through your vinyasa. Leaning back in that downward facing dog. We'll take a breath in here to reset. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit low, reach up, chair pose. Exhale, step your right foot behind your left this time for that curtsy lunge. Right foot behind your left. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right leg lifts. Exhale, airplane. Reach your right leg behind you. Inhale, warrior three, arms in front. Exhale, slowly lower down. Airplane crescent. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, star pose to the right of your mat. Exhale, warrior two to the back. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your right foot here. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit your booty down, reach up. Exhale, right foot behind your left, curtsy lunge, or curtsy squat. Inhale, right leg high, one-legged mountain. Exhale, full airplane. This is the last one. You can do this, make it your best one. Warrior three, inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down, airplane crescent. Inhale, crescent lunge, you got this. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, five-pointed star, make it a dance. Exhale, warrior two to the front of your mat. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, plant your hands, flow through your vinyasa to reset, leaning back and downward facing dog. Deep breath in, then a deep breath out. Inhale, lift your heels up high, stretch out your arches, and then just bend your knees. Come down to sitting on your knees, grab some water. If you're sweating like I am, you'll want it. And when you're ready, meet in child's pose here. Knees wide, big toes come together to touch, to reach your arms forward. Forehead rests onto your mat. Take this time to reconnect to your breath and let your heart rate slow a little bit. Reflecting on how powerful your mind is and how well you flowed through that challenging sequence. Moving all the way around our mat like that in a mandala is pretty challenging in the body and the mind. It's not typical of our yoga classes. So just having gratitude for yourself that you did that. Take a nice deep breath in. And an open jaw, open mouth, exhale. Come back to your Ujjayi pranayama. Breathing in and out through your nose. Nice and slow breath in. Slow breath out. Then come back, press up into your downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back, pedal out your legs, find some movement again in your body. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Then bend your knee, open your hip, and find some circles in your hip. One direction and then the other. And bring your right leg back behind you, three-legged dog. And then step your right foot between your hands. Lower your back knee onto the mat. Inhale, rise, crescent moon. Just feeling that stretch on your left hip flexor. Breath in. Exhale, half splits. Slowly walk your hands back. Stack your hips over your left knee. Flex your right toes back towards your face. Any bend in the knee here is totally fine. Just don't lock out your knee. Moving a little slower. Letting our heart slow. Slowly walk your hands forward to frame your foot. Lift your back leg. And then inhale, three-legged dog, reach your right leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Bend your knee, open your hip, and find circles on this side. First one direction of your hip, then the other. Nice and slow. Inhale, lift your left leg high behind you, three-legged dog. And exhale, step your left foot between your hands, lower down onto that right knee. Inhale, rise, crescent moon. Pause here. Feeling into the stretch on your right hip flexor here. Keeping your breath nice and slow and deep. Deep breath in. Exhale, gently walk your hands back. Half splits, hips stacked over your right knee. Flex your left toes back. Pull your left hip back. Your right hip forward to keep your hips squared here. And just breathing into your left hamstring. Keeping a little bend in your left knee here. Inhale, slowly walk your hands forward. Lift that back knee up. Lift your left leg high behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. And come to stillness here. Inhale, lift up onto your tippy toes. And exhale, lower down onto your knees again. Swing your hips around. And bring your legs out in front of you. A little bend in the knee here. Reach your arms overhead. And exhale, fold forward into staff pose. Knees as bent as you need them to. Try to keep your spine nice and long if you can. My back's kind of tight today. Just breathing into your hamstrings. Breath in. Breath out. Slowly release your hands, come back to a seat. Make sure that you have a landing pad behind you. And slow and with control, lower down all the way onto your back. Bring your knees in towards your chest. And just gently rock them from side to side to give your low back a massage. Extend your left leg long onto your mat. Reach your right knee up in towards your armpit. Really compress your knee in towards your chest. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, cross your knee over towards the left side of your mat. Cactus out or tee out your arms. Then gaze over your right shoulder. Let your right leg, your knee just fall towards the mat. Keep your right shoulder pinned onto the mat here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Gently bring your gaze and then your knees back to center. Give your knees a little squeeze. Rock from side to side. Then extend your right foot out long. Squeeze your left knee in up towards your armpit. Compressing your knee towards your chest here. Take a full deep breath in through your nose. And then as you exhale, drop your right knee over towards the right side of your mat. Gaze over your left shoulder here. Keep your left shoulder pressed onto the mat. Inhale, slowly bring your gaze and your knees back to center. and rock from side to side again. And then move into happy baby. So reach for the outside edges of your feet here. And you just rock from side to side. Press your low back into the mat. Maybe even straighten one leg and then the other if that feels good in your body today. Gently release. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around them. Lift your head up towards your knee. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Maybe even kiss your knees in gratitude of your body. Take a nice deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Release into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Let your heart be at its highest point it can. Shrug your shoulders underneath to help you breathe. And then just release your hold on everything. Let your legs and your arms feel supported beneath you. Relax your jaw. Let your tongue fall off of the roof of your mouth. And relax the space between your eyebrows. Take a nice full deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth and sink further into the mat beneath you. Begin to find gentle movements in your fingers and your toes. Then circle out your wrists and your ankles. Maybe even bending into your elbows and your knees. Then reach your arms up overhead. Good morning stretch, arch your low back, point your toes. And then exhale, bring your knees up towards your chest and lower down onto whichever side is calling to you right now. Pause here in fetal position. symbolizing the rebirth. You moving from the space on your mat back into the rest of your day. And slowly press yourself up into a nice comfortable seat, eyes closed. Find that nice long spine, create space for your breath here. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose, fill up your belly, your chest. An open mouth, exhale. Another one just like that, deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Thank you so much for taking this time on your mat today with me, letting me guide you, and for having grace with yourself and getting rid of some limiting beliefs you may have had during practice today. Maybe you can take that off of your mat and into your life. We bring our thumbs to our forehead and bow forward to seal our practice together. Namaste.